Hi everyone, it is Ty the Oracle, and I have a reading for the Zodiac sign of Aries prepared. So, it looks as if someone is coming to the end of something here, and they have been weakened in their energy or in their character by someone who you may call a voodoo artist or someone who does energy work on others. Some people call them root workers as well, and they change people's direction in the way that they think or feel. There's many ways to it, but in particular, changing the way, of the motion, the energy of a person, whether it's getting them to feel a certain type of way or getting them to actually go and do something, right? So, this has caused someone to this person who is changing someone's energy around, they are making someone feel weak by mentally and emotionally, possibly binding this person to them. And this is how energy vampirism works. It focuses on others versus yourself. It's when you are very focused and you are, in a way, you could even say one that's plotting on someone for something. And you're using manipulation and tactics to get them to change their perspective or their point of view or the way that they see a person or the way that they view a situation. And the way that they should be working is when they're focusing on themselves and maintaining themselves in an upright, in a well mannered, and in a healthy mental and emotional way. You don't have to do work on people, root work or energy work on people, and make them change the way that they feel about things so that you can have a certain type of perspective. This person wanted a certain type of a event to take place or a certain type of perspective of theirs to be the way that other people sees things. They wanted the way that they saw things to be the way that other people saw things, okay? And that is definitely when you do this in a way that's manipulative and it drags someone down or brings them down in their energy, this is when the voodoo, it gets this can turn into curse work for some people, okay? And I'm also seeing something here about someone being stuck in some very deep or very horrible childhood trauma, okay? So there's someone here who is leaving behind a certain type of speech, or you're being called to leave behind a very harsh or dark way of speaking, okay? And with the Exodus card, someone is being called to leave behind a very harsh and dark state of mind, okay? Leaving out of the desert, right? And you're possibly in a wilderness season. In the wilderness at this time. Your goal is to make it to the promised land, of course, but you're just making your exit out of this dark place that you've been in your life or a dark state of mind that you've had, right? And for many of us, when we find ourselves in these dark places and states of being, we change the way that we speak or we talk. The vibration is no longer upright or mannerable or canny. It's of a lower vibration, and it causes us, little do we know, we start to manifest differently. Our frequency is no longer the way that it used to be when we were able to manifest and bring things towards us or come up with the ideas and plans, and you were able to make those things happen and make those plans come out to play. So when you change the way you speak, many of you have to leave behind cussing or curse words. Okay, so when we use provocative or very dark language, it changes our frequency and it causes us to vibrate in a way that is, you can even say, ill, right? It's not the way that you're used to behaving because things around you are changing and you're not very aware of what direction to head in, perhaps. But we know for sure with Exodus, the Exodus card, it's you leaving out of the desert, a dry place, a dark time in your life. So, changing the way that you speak from cussing and being very irritable and complaining about where you are at this time and why this happened and why that happened and why it went down this way and how it happened. When you keep playing these events out and over again in your head, you're not able to make it to the promised land. You're not able to find your way through the wilderness. And this can end up cursing you. This can cause God to turn his helping hand away from you. And you will remain in the wilderness. And that's where you're not really sure, or you're still trying to find your way. You don't want to be stuck in that. Okay? And so you have to be careful with people who are energy vampires, who like to focus on you a lot and change the way that you feel about things. People who maybe try to start arguments or maintain you in a certain type of way where you're not able to make it to peaceful situations the way that you want to. Some people are just very stubborn, and this can cause you to be in disobedience with the way that the Lord wants you living and walking in and being and behaving. If you are not being respected by those around you, it can cause you to behave in an ill-mannered way, right? But we have to realize that the more we continue to focus on these things and respond to them with anger and pain and hurt, we're going to eventually train ourselves to be in that frequency. You're no longer going to be able to be in your happiness, in your peace anymore. You're going to drain that away by hyper focusing on, and I know it sounds strange because we've all been there, right? Or if you haven't, then you're very blessed, and listening to this can help you avoid a situation like that. But likely you've been in a situation where you've had to deal with certain types of behavior from others. It could be your friends, family members, and or a partner. A lot of the times is a partner, a partnership, a lover of ours, right? And a lot of times it's a boss as well. So those who we love and those who are in control of our finances, we change the way we feel and the way that we speak to these people. And sometimes we end up saying things that are not really the way we feel in order to mask things, right? But this means that your boss or your partner, your lover, is not really getting who you really are. You're not speaking, you're not saying it, you're hiding it. And then it causes you to perhaps react in ways that causes you to, possibly sneak off or ghost someone or not speak to someone who is trying to give you a certain type of attention. You may be in rejection of a certain type of attention. All because you are trapping yourself. Many of you are trapping yourself in frequencies that you don't belong in when you should be vibrating much higher. And our partners and our bosses can change the way we vibrate as well. We have to remember that. You can be in a positive state, an upright and very happy state, and your boss can end up changing that because they have a certain type of control over you. and they can make a person feel down and horrible or overworked and miserable, right? Just like you can have a partner who perhaps is a karmic partner for you. They're not really meant to be your lover in that way, and trying to keep the situation going or maintaining it is starting to, or you're realizing it has been hurting you more than it's helping you. So changing the way you respond to other people in situations can help you keep your behavior. And I don't want to just say positive. It can help you keep your peace and maintain your peace when others around you are trying to perhaps break you or overwork you or tame you in a way that you're not comfortable with being treated like. And walking on eggshells and succumbing to other people's demands is something that's very difficult, especially when it's done in a way that's abusive. Okay, so I'm seeing something here about a property. Okay, so someone here could be selling a home. Someone here could be selling a home, and there's a certain plan for someone to take care of themselves or their children and their family with their savings or bank account that they're going to, or a trust fund. You can share money with family and friends when you have a property or land that you sell. And I see something about here with an exchange. So someone here could also be, there could be people who are house swapping. And many people don't know this, but if you have a land or a property and there's someone who has property or land in another country, another state, it could be the same city you're even in, and it's of equal value, you can swap the properties without having to give any other financial exchanges. Okay, so there could be someone here who is going to be exchanging real estate, exchanging homes, exchanging properties, or exchanging lands, price for price, so to say. Or it could be literally home for home, too. And I'm seeing something here about with a real estate card and bank account. And I'm seeing friends here. Okay, so this is getting juicy. So someone could be using money to make someone be their friends or make someone like them. Someone could be using money to make people find them more attractive or make someone want to be around them. And the truth is, this person is in need of healing. And, you just want to be careful when it comes to, you want to spend time with people who really care about you and are really there for you. And if that means that you have to find different ways to socialize or different places to socialize or socializing more in general, then that's okay. You should do that. Okay, and I'm also seeing here we have the frankincense healing card. So someone is in need of using frankincense for something. I don't know if you need to use it in the form of aromatherapy or in the form of a bath, or I'm not sure, but you may know best. But frankincense is great for many things, and it's great for self-healing. And like I said, it you can look deeper into it on your own if you are interested. This is not for everyone, of course, but if you are called or you feel like frankincense is a could be a part of what you need for your healing journey, then you should definitely look into this, okay? Um okay, I'm seeing something about someone being called to step out of darkness or a mental prison that they have been in. So they could have had a downfall or a fall in their self-esteem, a fall in their finances, a fall from their relationship. Something about their mental health could have been in a rut, or they could have been in a certain type of situation where one could even lose their job, right? And it brings you to an area where you're in a state of darkness for some time, right? So we have the owl spirit animal out here, and with the darkness, of course. And so there could be someone with this card being in reverse right now. Me knowing of the owl spirit, there could be someone who has a calling for prophecy who is not bringing light to others, or they could not know that they have a gift of bringing light to others, whether that's a form of entertainment or a form of study and education in a career or work field that they're going to get into. You should know. If this is for you, you will know. If you are in a state of darkness or confusion right now about which area to head in, if you're wanting to help other people with your career or work, then you're being called out of that darkness to step into the knowing or the light about what direction to head in. And for many of you, it's just as simple as stepping out of the darkness and coming into the light, as in speaking up about things going on in your life, coming out of the darkness, stepping into the light, being seen, heard, felt, understood by others. Even if you feel like there are not people around to understand you, then that could be another reason why you could feel like you are in a mental prison, because there are always ways, whether you have to use the internet or you have to find a new way to socialize. There's ways to meet new people. You want to be kind and mannerable. You want to be kind and have your manners, and be ready to be an open person, right? And this is whether you're looking for a relationship or if you're just simply looking for friendship, right? So there's definitely an ending of a friendship here, I see. And someone is in need of healing from the ending of a friendship that took place. You guys could have been really close since you were in childhood, or you could have met at work. And you two haven't been speaking to one another. There is a friend who, they could have been toxic to you as a friend. They could have been a friend that, I'm picking up like a backstabbing energy. Yeah. You could be leaving from out of a very dark state or place. Yes, that's what I'm picking up. Someone has been in a very dark state of mind from a friend, and they need healing from the backstabbing or mistreatment that they received from this friend. A bad friendship can really cause a person to have a downfall as well. So what many people don't know, when we have friends that we're close with and we share things with, and this person, perhaps shares a secret of yours or breaks an important promise, then this can change your perspective about others. It can change the way that you trust others, right? It can change your vision, your perspective. Okay? And so if any of you have been in the dark because of a friendship or things related to a relationship, I'm picking up a relationship, but definitely friendship. There are many people who have friends who have not meant well to them. You can seek ways to make peace with them, but many of them, they're relentless with you, it seems. It's like they're not changing, even if they know they may make you uncomfortable. Definitely someone at school, for someone who's had a friend that they need healing from. And you're being called to make new friends and start to step by step spend time with others. Get to know others, exchange your time with others, start speaking and talking to others little by little, saying hi, getting to know them. Remember to be kind and well mannered. Okay, so that is the reading for Aries today. Thank you.